Divine Master yourself so well.
Divine Master.
Please, Lord Divine Master. Marry our CEO.
General John. Isn't this too sudden? How about you give me some time? I'll think about it.
Call me Yahan.
Hello. What? My mommy is in the hospital. I'm sorry, I have something urgent. I'll go first. Doctor, how's my mommy?
We've done everything we can. She may never wake up again.
Mommy.
Since she can't wake up anyway, I don't think this treatment is necessary. Pull the oxygen.
Lin Chingsu, what do you mean?
Baby Zoo. Your good-for-nothing ex-boyfriend. What's going on here? Is someone dying in this family? Do you want me to call and send some wreaths?
I'm going to fight you.
Damn you. Go to hell.
Protect the Divine Master. Who's Divine Master?
He is the Divine Master.
What Divine Master? Isn't he just a useless bum? How dare you disrespect the Divine Master? Kill!
Let's go.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
You were sent by Zhang Yihen, right? Go back and tell her. Zhang Hong, Ling Long's assistant. I'm not in the mood to play with her.
He's not the Divine Master, but he looks exactly like the Divine Master. The Divine Master cultivated the 9 dragons' divine skill. His aura has long been dragonized. Look at his weak aura. He can't even walk properly. But there is already chaos within the Divine Palace. If they find out that we didn't find the Divine Master, I'm afraid. You tell them. The Divine Master is now in the Northern Territory. He will arrive in High City in 3 days. The Divine King banquet will proceed as planned in 3 days. Do you want to save your mother?
You can save her.
But you have to promise me one condition. I can give your mother the best hospital arrangement. Hire the best doctors. I can't guarantee she will wake up. But it certainly won't be like lying here waiting to die like this now.
I promise you.
I want you to pretend to be the Divine Master. This is one of the Divine Master's secluded residences. You must hear, understand and learn everything about the Divine Master. Practicing Kung Fu?
I can't do it anymore. I can't hold on anymore. I really can't do it anymore.
Again. The Divine King banquet in 3 days. Celebrities from all walks of life and the upper echelons of the Divine Palace will come. You are not good enough to pass yourself off as the real one.
I can't do it anymore. I really can't do it anymore.
These are the Divine Master's life logs. Memorize all of them.
I've already memorized them.
How is that possible? It's only been half a day.
I've had an amazing memory since I was a child. I have a photographic memory. Ling Long. Look at this deity. How am I performing?
So like, he does have an amazing talent. Although he's memorized the Divine Master's life story, and his demeanor is quite similar, but with just these, wanting to fool those old foxes in the Divine Palace and pass the test is far from enough. What do you mean, sir?
That's about enough for you.
Your physique is too weak, and you have no method at all. Within 3 days, I will definitely make you learn the Divine Master's divine skill.
3 days later.
It's the Divine Masters. Wandering Dragon Steps and Mysterious Void Hand. Divine Master's secret skill. How could an ordinary person learn it? I seem to see the Divine Master's shadow in him.
In the future your sword won't be able to hit me.
Although he hasn't learned the 9 Dragons' divine skill, but relying on the Wandering Dragon Steps and the Mysterious Void Hand, is enough to pass himself off as the real one.
Wait for the Divine King banquet. I'll help you get through it. You have to promise me one thing.
What is it?
When my mommy wakes up, pretend to be my girlfriend.
I'll have Zhang Hong accompany you.
No way.
Why?
Because you have big buttocks. You can have sons. Why don't I see Su Linglong? Am I too early?
Chu Yang. Why is he here?
Chu Yang. You dare to come to the Divine King banquet. Am I calling you stupid or ignorant?
What? Was the last lesson not enough?
You?
You're still stubborn. Then I'll teach you a lesson on behalf of the Divine Palace first.
Who dares to touch Jiang Yahan's man? I know you are the Divine Master, but you are working in my company under a false identity. There must be a hidden reason.
High City's commercial queen, John Group's chairman John Yihan, dares to protect a good for nothing.
The Divine King banquet is about to begin. Let's go in.
Okay.
Chairman Zhang, long time no see. Your grace is still the same. Chairman Zhang, this is able to accompany Chairman Zhang. Must be quite the relationship. I am Zhou Kinian from the Zhou family. Since you can come with Chairman Zhang, you must be from some prestigious family. I wonder if we could get acquainted.
Lord of the Divine Palace. Supreme Ling Jia.
God Lord. The God Lord has arrived first. Forgive us for not welcoming you properly. May the God
The
Lord
film
forgive
was
us.
translated and
Head of the Wu
narrated by
family,
M.
head of the
Media.
Zhou family. Don't be fooled by him, uncles. He is not a God Lord at all.
So it's young Master Zhao. You say he's not a God Lord.
That's right.
This young brother, although you are friends with Chairman Zhang, you can't just make jokes like that. Exactly. We have come to attend the banquet. All to admire the God Lord's presence. Young brother, you mustn't make such jokes.
What, you don't believe me? When I say I am, you believe him when he says I'm not.
Chairman Zhang, what's going on? He
Of course he is the God Lord. I can vouch for him.
Chairman Zhang, you might not know this, but he is a swindler.
He is just a small clerk who has worked in High City for 3 years, who can't afford a house or a car. We don't want to work hard anymore. Just want to rely on pretending to be the God Lord, to live off women.
Chairman Zhang, it seems you've misjudged someone. Today, the real God Lord will arrive in High City. This is our High City's honor. I, Zhou Kinian, will absolutely not allow anyone to offend the God Lord's dignity here. I don't agree either. We don't agree either. For Chairman Jiang's sake, where did you come from? Go back where you came from.
You think you can leave? I'm afraid it's too late. To be honest, everyone, my cousin is Lord Wei King of the Divine Palace. This person dares to impersonate the God Lord. Can only be punished by the Divine Palace. Don't even think about leaving today.
Young Master Zhao, I didn't expect you to have this kind of connection. Young Master Zhao, then the Zhou and Zhao families must strengthen our cooperation in the future.
Don't worry, I won't leave. Tonight's banquet is prepared for me. If I leave, this throne, wouldn't it be empty?
An imposter actually dares to sit on the God Lord's throne. Offending the God Lord is a capital crime, and he dares to covet the God Lord's throne. I think this person should be dragged out and drowned to feed the fish. The Zhou family head is right. The God Lord is about to arrive. Don't let this person disrupt the banquet. I agree with the Zhou family head's proposal. Drag this person out and drown him to
film
feed the
was
fish. And
translated
drown him to feed the
and
fish.
narrated
And drown
by
him to
M.
feed the fish.
Media.
Su Linglong, hurry up and get here.
Wait, I have evidence to prove it. He is the real deal, the Divine Master himself. This is a Dragon Country newspaper that only high-ranking officials of the Dragon Country Court are qualified to read. There are reports about the Divine Master on it, as well as photos of him meeting with the monarch. See for yourself.
I was blind and didn't recognize Mount Tai. I offended the Divine Master. I hope the Divine Master will punish me. Greetings to the Divine Master. Greetings to the Divine Master.
This is impossible. Isn't he just a good-for-nothing? Who wasted 3 years of my youth, not even buying me a branded bag? How could he be the master of the most powerful force in the world, the Divine Palace?
I've long heard that the Divine Master intends to retire. He must have been in HOA City these past 3 years to experience the mortal world. I just didn't expect you all would treat him with such faces. You have insulted the Divine Master many times.
Xu Yan, we were in love for 3 years after all. You still have me in your heart, right?
Lin Chengsu. I am not familiar with you.
The Divine Master said he's not familiar with you. Step back now. Now that the Divine Master is in position, I think today's Divine King banquet can begin.
Wait,
Young Master Zhao, do you have something to say?
Patriarch Wu, Patriarch Shou. Don't you think this is very strange?
Young Master Zhao, Chairman Zhang has already presented evidence to prove that the Divine Master is real. What? You still doubt it?
That Dragon Country publication is fake.
Young Master Zhao, do you know what you're saying?
Of course, I know what I'm saying. The imposter behind you. His mother has a terminal illness and needs money right now. It just so happens that at this time, you obtained this Dragon Country publication. Don't you think this is all a coincidence?
Young Master Zhao, are you saying
The
that?
film was translated
His
and
Dragon Country
narrated by
publication
M.
was forged by that good-for-nothing in order to take down Chairman Zhang and seize Chairman Jiang's billions of assets.
Young Master Zhao, you have no proof.
3 days ago, this good-for-nothing was still working at Chairman Jiang's company. Chairman Zhang should have seen him.
So what?
The Divine Master was not in High City 3 days ago, but in the Northern Territory.
What? Divine Palace Executive, Sir Wei King is here. I can prove
Wei Qing, Divine Palace Executive.
that what young Master Zhao said is true. 3 days ago, I received a notice from headquarters that the Divine Master was in the Northern Territory and would arrive in High City today. Moreover, when the Divine Master travels, he must have a Linglong guard accompanying him. You are alone and arrived in High City 3 days ago. How could you be the Divine Master?
Uncle, this person is impersonating the God Lord, disrupting the order of the Divine King banquet. This is a serious crime.
He must be severely punished. Severely punished.
Are you so sure that I'm a fake?
Xu Yan, it's already come to this. Are you still hoping for a miracle to happen?
He's my man. Even if he's guilty, it should be up to me to deal with it.
Chairman Zhang, it's already come to this. Are you still planning to defend this swindler?
Chairman Zhang, it's not that I'm not giving you face. This matter concerns the reputation of the God Lord. The rules of the Divine Palace. Those who impersonate the God Lord. Their crime deserves death. Guards, drag him out and chop him up.
Stop. Your subordinate is late. Please forgive me, God Lord.
How could he be the God Lord? I've seen these two people before. They're the actors he hired.
How dare you? You actually dare to assist this person in impersonating the God Lord. Do you know that this is a capital crime?
A capital crime. You a mere Divine Palace deacon. Are you worthy to judge me?
What arrogance.
Have an elder level person come and see me.
The Divine Palace has 3 departments under its jurisdiction. Each department has 3 elders. Elders, except for the heads of the 3 departments. No one else can command them. What are you? You're worthy to see an elder. Lord Wei, the God Lord is arriving at any moment. Please Lord Wei, take action. Get rid of these small fry. That's right. This is a bunch of swindlers. Why waste words with them? Guards, drag them out of here.
How dare you? Don't you want to know who I am? Listen up. My name is Su Ling Long.
Zhu Linglong. Zhu Linglong.
How dare you call Lady Linglong by her given name?
Lord Wei. Zhu Linglong. Isn't that the one you mentioned before? The God Lord's personal guard. That's right. She is Lady Linglong.
How dare you? The God Lord is here. You all should kneel down and beg for forgiveness. God Lord, these people are defying their superiors. They must be punished as a warning to others.
Deal with them according to the rules of the Divine Palace.
Yes.
Uncle, you've all been deceived by them. He's not the God Lord at all. Even this Zhu Linglong. She's also a fake.
This matter is not a child's play.
I'm definitely sure of what I'm saying. If it weren't true,
The
how
film
would I
was
dare to say such a thing?
translated and
You get up
narrated
first.
by M Media.
Where was the Divine Master 3 days ago?
3 days ago, the Divine Master was in the Northern Territory.
3 days ago, these people were following Chu Yang in the hospital committing fraud. Kings can testify. They are just a bunch of audacious people, swindlers. Knowing the Divine Palace, not many people have seen the Divine Master Lady Linglong. Therefore, swindling at the Divine King's banquet. Their purpose is to swindle the congratulatory gifts dedicated to the Divine Master.
Audacious. Seize them.
Have Chen Jijin come to receive his punishment, or he will be removed from the Divine Palace.
I give you 3 minutes to get to the Divine King banquet. Otherwise, you will be removed from the Divine Palace.
Does Elder Chen need to wait for people? You think a phone call will make him arrive within 3 minutes? Aren't you being too whimsical?
How can mans know the power of the heavens? Zhao Shun, do you know that your death is imminent? With Su Linglong here, I only need to do what I should do.
The opportunity has already been given to you. You didn't cherish it. Then I will send you on your way. Go. Stop. Welcome, Elder Chen. Welcome, Elder Chen. Old Chen has arrived. I think your end will be even more miserable.
Is that so?
Chu Yang, Old Chen has already arrived. You're still occupying the God King's seat and not getting up. Still want to continue impersonating the God Lord. Trying to deceive even Old Chen.
This throne was originally prepared for me. If I don't sit, who else dares to sit?
Arrogant fool. How can the God Lord's throne be defiled by you again? You don't know whether to live or die. Hurry up and get down from the God Lord's throne.
You're already at death's door. Still being stubborn.
You all.
The film was translated
What are you doing?
and narrated by
Old Chen,
M
these few
Media.
swindlers are impersonating the God Lord. Attempting to swindle dignitaries from all walks of life. For congratulatory gifts to the God Lord. We have exposed them. Please, Old Chen, punish them severely. Swindlers. A bunch of swindling charlatans. It's our fault for negligence. Allowing these petty characters to mix into the scene. Petty thief. Old Chen, are you blaming us for not handling such a trivial matter well? Why would Old Chen need to come in person?
Since Old Chen is here, why not preside over the overall situation and let us take care of this kind of petty matter?
What kind of thing are you to actually be qualified to speak at the God King's banquet?
Old Chen, I am Zhao Shun, the eldest son of the Haitian Zhao family. I was the one who exposed the scam of this group of petty characters.
That's right, Old Chen. Zhao Shun has made a great contribution in this matter. Great contribution. Wei King, you guys are too bold. Offending the God Lord. And still want to claim credit. Old Chen's tone seems to be somewhat dissatisfied with our actions. Moreover, he just said that we offended the God Lord. Could it be that? No, it should be that Old Chen is also mistaken. Old Chen, you probably don't know. These few swindlers not only impersonated the God Lord, but also insulted your reputation. It's really hateful.
Yes, Old Chen. This group of people is harboring ulterior motives. You should immediately punish them severely.
Severely punish. I think it should be you who are punished.
Old Chen,
What kind of thing are you to dare command me? Old Chen, we are also doing this for. Since when is it your turn to speak about the affairs of the Divine Palace? But we. Old Chen. Am I not making myself clear enough? It is you who should be punished. Old Chen. Get out. Old Chen is so angry. It's all because this group of people disrupted the God King's banquet, causing old Chen to be so angry. Now we're going to suffer as well. It's all because of these damn counterfeiters.
Chu Yang. Old Chen is furious. Today's matter. I'll see how you clean this up.
Chen Jijin.
Divine Palace Elder.
The film was
Chen Zijin.
translated and
Greetings, God Lord.
narrated by M Media.
Old Chen. Actually kneeling to this imposter. This is impossible. This group of people must be hiding some other tricks. They even managed to deceive Old Chen.
Absolutely impossible.
Your subordinate is late. Please punish me, God Lord.
Chen Jijin. You really are having the time of your life in High City.
God Lord, the responsibility lies with me. Please allow your subordinate to decide. I will definitely give you a satisfactory explanation.
The film was translated
Old Chen, you are the
and
overlord of High
narrated
City.
by M Media.
Why should you humble yourself before them? Could there be some misunderstanding? Misunderstanding. Old Chen. You must have seen wrong. They must be fake.
Chen Jijin. Tell him. Am I real or fake?
You have repeatedly offended the divine might of the God Lord. You, what should be your punishment? Old Chen.
Uncle.
Take them away.
As expected. Whoever's people, they have to clean up themselves.
Tonight. Anyone who disrespects the God Lord. I will settle all accounts. God Lord. It is we who were blind and offended the God Lord. Please forgive us, God Lord. Please forgive us, God Lord.
These people. Should I forgive them?
Remember, you are the God Lord. Act in the style of the God Lord.
I am the God Lord. Act in the style of the God Lord. Patriarch Joe. Weren't you going to punish me?
No, no, no. It is we who were deceived by villains. Please, God Lord, do not hold our petty offenses against us.
You think you can just gloss over it with a sentence about being deceived by villains? Isn't that a little too easy?
Drag them out. God Lord, this. It's all a misunderstanding. It's all a misunderstanding. It's all Zhao Shun. He bewitched us. It was him, Zhao Shun. He bewitched us.
It wasn't me.
The accounts of Zhao Shun and Lin Qingxin. I will personally settle later. As for you, since it's a misunderstanding, then I will not pursue the matter. You. Take your own lives.
God Lord, spare us. We will never dare to do it again. God Lord, taking your own lives is already the God Lord's greatest leniency.
The
Why don't
film
you
was
thank the God Lord?
translated
God
and
Lord,
narrated
I am
by
willing
M
to offer all
Media.
of the Zhou family's property. The Zhou family members are willing to serve the divine palace for generations. I beg you, give our Zhou family a chance to live. God Lord, my Wu family is also willing to offer everything. I beg you, God Lord, spare me a way to live.
The Wu and Zhou families are top tycoons in High City. I didn't expect that in order to save my own life, I would offer all my wealth. Is this the power of the Divine Palace?
Young Master Zhao. If Chu Yang is really the Divine Master, what should we do?
What to do? How would I know what to do?
Offer all the family property. And serve the divine palace for life. It's just that I still need to consider it.
Considering it isn't the divine master style. Zhang Feng greets the divine master. What about Wargod Zhang Feng? Wargod Zhang Feng's position is second only to the divine master. If he can take action, he will definitely be able to protect the Zhou and Wu family's property and lives. Wargod Zhang Feng, I'm wrong. What grievance do you have? I implore Wargod Zhang Feng to take action. Say a word to the Divine Master, and save my Zhou family's life. You mean the Divine Master didn't spare you a way to live? Then I might as well die. Have mercy, War God. Old Chen, you really are old. You can't even share such a small matter for the Divine Master. And the Divine Master has to solve it personally. You really are inefficient.
This Jiang Feng is the head of the War Department. He is the most unstable factor in our Divine Palace. If he discovers it, and we reveal our secrets, none of us will live today.
Is the head of the War Department very powerful? What if he attacks me?
You and I will both die.
Although Chen is old, I also know that today's Divine King banquet is a celebration for the Divine Master's return. After 3 years, you're killing people in public here. Isn't that a bit inappropriate? If we don't see some blood, how can we make this group of prestigious families be a little more honest?
Jiang Feng, the Divine Master hasn't even spoken. How dare you carry out punishment privately? Bloodstained banquet. Before you act, don't you ask the Divine Master for instructions?
I really should ask for instructions. But the Divine Master has to be here too.
Jiang Feng, what do you mean by this?
You imposter. Shut your mouth.
War God Jiang Feng is a person of high position and authority in the Divine Palace, without absolute certainty and evidence. He wouldn't say that. Then Chu Yang is really fake.
I said that Xu Yang was clearly just a simp before. How could he be the War God? Jiang Feng, how dare you disrespect the Divine Master? Do you know the consequences?
Consequences. You should think about your own end first. Save it. You are not my opponent. Jiang Feng, although you are the head of the War Department, the Divine Palace is 3 departments and 1 guard. All revere the Divine Master. Those who disrespect the Divine Master can be killed by anyone. Old Chen, I don't like hearing you say that. I Jiang Feng, from the War Department, I have fought my way to this position today. It really depends on the leadership of the God Lord. How could I not respect the God Lord? It's just that the one in front of me is a fake. How can you ask me to respect him?
At today's God King banquet, how can so many people question the God Lord? Could it be that he is really a fake?
Jiang Feng, the God Lord has not appeared for 3 years. But this is not your reason to question him. Without any evidence, based on this alone, I can initiate a joint trial by the 3 departments and convict you of disrespect.
In these 3 years, I have heard many rumors, all saying that the Lord of the War Department covets the position of the God Lord, publicly questioning my identity. I think you want to replace me.
The position of God Lord is for the capable. Not to mention that the God Lord is not here today. Even if he were, I would dare to say this. You said the God Lord is not here. What do you mean? 3 years ago, the God Lord started the War of the Gods in the Northern Territory, blocking the war gods of 18 countries with his own power. Do you still remember this? This battle was unparalleled. Everyone knows it. Everyone got it. But the definite news I got is that in that battle the God Lord was poisoned by the blood-spitting power and had already died in battle. What? The God Lord has died in battle.
You dare to say the God Lord is dead? It's simply outrageous.
Zhu Linglong, don't think you can fool me by finding a fake. Absurd. There should be a limit to nonsense. Just based on some intelligence of unknown origin, you dare to question the God Lord like this. It's simply ridiculous. Is it truly something
The
ridiculous?
film was translated
I will prove it
and
myself.
narrated by M.
The God Lord's combat power is unparalleled. Today Jiang Feng dares to spar with the God Lord. Whether the God Lord's identity is real or fake will be known with a single test.
How dare you? You dare to challenge the God Lord.
Lingguan is right. This Jiang Feng is indeed difficult to deal with.
What? The God Lord doesn't dare.
I don't want to use force today. If War God Jiang Feng wants to spar, come find me after today's God King banquet is over. Test the current test first.
It seems the God Lord is really afraid.
You're being presumptuous.
Presumptuous. Okay. Then I Zhu Biao will be presumptuous today. And would also like to ask the God Lord for guidance. I wonder if the God Lord can grant my wish. The God Lord really dares not respond. Could it be as what God Zhang Feng said? That you this God Lord are a fake.
Everyone, the God Lord's combat power is unparalleled, but now even Lord Zhu Biao's challenge, he dares not accept. Could it be that he is feeling guilty?
Let's get through this hurdle first. These petty villains dare to clamor so loudly. They would have long been slapped to death by the Divine Master. But today the Divine Master is uncharacteristically remaining silent all the time. Could it be? Is he really a fake as Zhang Feng said? There is still someone clear-headed here.
Lord War God, this humble one Zhao Shan. I said before that this Divine Master is a fake. It's just a pity that this humble one's words carry little weight. No one believed me.
I believe you. At today's Divine King banquet, we came here, all to behold the Divine Master's countenance. If this Divine Master is fake, wouldn't that chill the hearts of us all in High City's various clans? Daring to speak frankly and remonstrate. You're not bad either. I am willing to petition on behalf of the clans of High City, requesting the Divine Master accept for God Zhang Feng's proposal to prove his innocence.
I shall am also willing to petition on behalf of the clans of High City, requesting the Divine Master to prove his innocence.
At the Divine King banquet, you all have repeatedly defied your superiors. Are you really tired of living?
Why hasn't the Divine Master taken action yet? Could he really be a fake?
If the Divine Master dares not accept the challenge, then he is a fake.
That's right. No fighting, no response. He must be a fake. Since he is a fake, then I shall represent the Divine Palace to capture this traitor, to restore the Divine Palace's prestige. Divine Master's ultimate skills. Wandering Dragon Steps and Mysterious Void Hand. Impossible. How could a fake know the Divine Master's ultimate skills?
Fortunately, he learned them in advance. Wandering Dragon Steps and Mysterious Void Hand. With these Divine Master's ultimate skills, he should be able to suppress these War Department people.
It seems everyone still has misunderstandings about the Divine Master.
Zhang Feng, the Divine Master has used his ultimate skill. Soaring Dragon Steps and Mystical Void Hand. What else do you have to say? It seems it really was a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? Zhang Feng, I think you harbor rebellious thoughts. Do you really think that just because the Divine Master hasn't appeared for 3 years, you can challenge him as you please? His Majesty.
Lord save me.
Today I will give you a small punishment as a warning. If you dare to be presumptuous again, I will definitely show no mercy.
Zhu Biao respectfully obeys the Divine Master's teachings. Thank you, Divine Master, for not killing me. Lord, the Divine Master has indeed returned. What should we do next? The Divine Master is back. Impossible. My news comes from Shangjing. That important figure couldn't possibly be wrong. Then there's only one possibility left. What? Zhu Linglong found a fake, and even taught him the Divine Master's ultimate skills. What should we do next? He's just putting on a brave face. It doesn't matter, fortunately I still have one last trick up my sleeve. Just wait and watch the show.
There have been enough farces today. Send the order down. Those who dared to defy their superiors today will be settled after the banquet.
Obey the Divine Master's command.
Obey the Divine Master's command. High City Zhang family presents a Millennium Snow Ginseng. An Emperor Emerald. A Ferrari supercar. Worthy of being the queen. Generous and giving. The value of this congratulatory gift is probably hundreds of millions. Yes, as expected. Today's congratulatory gift from Queen Zhang is enough to outshine everyone else. Divine Master, today's guests have all prepared congratulatory gifts.
Translated
I Zhang
and
Feng am naturally no
narrated by
exception.
Media.
present the congratulatory gift. This. What light is this? It's so blinding that I can't open my eyes. This is the unparalleled Divine King Sword. That's right. The unparalleled Divine King Sword was personally forged by the #1 casting master in Dragon Country history. Uzizi personally forged it. It is the Divine Master's personal sword.
Oh, Uzizi. Is that the one who created Zhanle, Chunjun, Jukyu, Yuchang, Shangxi? Are Uzizi the 5 famous swords?
Exactly. Uzizi took Millennium Black Iron and extraterrestrial meteorite to create this unparalleled divine sword. Divine Master is the current owner of this sword. The current sword master. This sword is the leader of the 5 swords. Zhanle, Chunjun, Jukyu, Yuchang, Shangxi. Once this sword is drawn, the other 5 sword masters will definitely come to pay their respects.
He wants to test you with the Divine King Sword.
Then what should I do?
You wait a moment.
Zhang Feng is so bold today to ask the sword master to draw the sword, to summon the other sword masters to appear in this world, to prove the identity of the sword master to the world.
Is the Divine...
John Fung, are you still doubting my identity? I won't haggle with you about what happened before. But don't be too presumptuous.
The Divine Master doesn't dare to draw the sword because you were afraid of being backlashed.
The Divine Master is magnanimous and gives you a chance. Do you have to provoke the Divine Master's anger?
Give me a chance. Everyone, I have received definite news that the Divine Master has already died in the Northern Territory. This is also the reason why the Divine King Sword was lost. But hasn't the Divine Master already demonstrated the Wandering Dragon steps and mysterious Void Hand? Isn't that enough to prove that he is the real Divine Master? Of course it can't prove it. Divine Master's unique skill is not something that only the Divine Master can master. For example, this mysterious Void Hand.
John Fong, how can you know the mysterious Void Hand?
I have seen the God Lord use the mysterious Void Hand many times. So I tried to use the God Lord's method of circulating energy to perform it. After studying it for many days, I actually managed to learn it. This God of War Zhang Feng did not receive guidance from the God Lord, nor did he have any secret manuals of ultimate skills. Yet he was able to learn the secret technique. Not bad. If there is a traitor in the Divine Palace, and they pass this method on to others, plus diligent practice, they will definitely be able to master the God Lord's ultimate skill.
What do you mean by this?
The God Lord's ultimate skill cannot prove the God Lord's identity. Only by drawing the God King Sword and summoning the other sword masters can one prove their true identity. If that's the case, then please God Lord draw the God King Sword to prove your identity.
Do you know that the God King Sword must draw blood when unsheathed? Are you sure you want me to draw the sword? John Fung, you have rendered meritorious service in helping me retrieve the God King Sword. After the banquet is over, I will reward you according to your merits. Linglong,
The film was translated
help me retrieve the
and
God King Sword.
narrated by M.
As you command.
Everyone, someone like Zhu Linglong, a martial arts expert at the Grandmaster level, was still backlashed to the point of vomiting blood for merely retrieving the sword. This is the domineering aura of the God King Sword.
So that's how it is. What God of War Zhang Feng said is true. This God King Sword does indeed have spirituality. If it is not the sword master drawing the sword, then death is certain.
It seems this is also the reason why the God Lord doesn't dare to draw the sword, right? Because he's afraid of being exposed. How dare you disrespect the God Lord again? I'll tear your mouth apart. Zhao Xiao, she's bullying me.
Alright, baby Zhu. Don't worry. Once God of War Zhang Feng exposes their conspiracy, they will become rats that everyone wants to beat. When that time comes, I'll make them pay back tenfold.
God Lord, there are indeed too many voices of doubt today to prove the God Lord's innocence. This old man implores the God Lord to draw the sword and summon the 5 great sword masters to display divine might. so that the world will not dare to speak recklessly. God Lord, even Elder Chen has said so. What are you still hesitating about?
Didn't I just say that the God King sword must draw blood when unsheathed? Do you want me to wash the God King banquet in blood?
How about this? As long as the God Lord is willing to draw the sword, your subordinate Zhu Biao is willing to offer his life to the sword for the God Lord.
The God Lord already said that the God King sword must draw blood when unsheathed. He doesn't want today's grand banquet to turn into a cold-blooded frenzy. Please don't force him anymore.
You think I'm forcing him?
Although they are willing to sacrifice their lives to the sword. But their lives, aren't they lives too?
Their lives. It really isn't lives.
John Fun, as the chief of the War Department of the Divine Palace, you should abide by the laws and disciplines of the Divine Palace. Your current behavior is too disappointing for this deity.
Do you think I would care about your opinion?
You're being presumptuous.
I'll be presumptuous today. Let me see who can do anything to me. Divine Lord. Although Zhongfeng is the god of war, this person's actions are becoming increasingly insane. Please Divine Lord personally take action to discipline this person. To rectify the discipline of the Divine Palace. I'm afraid this imposter in front of us simply doesn't have the strength to fight the god of war Zhongfeng. Zhu Biao. What do you mean by this? Elder Chen, can't you see? He's just an imposter who has learned a few of the Divine Lord's unique skills. He simply doesn't have the strength to fight the god of war Zhongfeng.
Su Bao, aren't you afraid that the Divine Lord will really use you to test the sword?
I just don't know whether the Divine Lord has the courage to draw the sword and summon the sword master. Bitch, how dare you bite me?
The Divine King's sword has been drawn. He doesn't seem to be suffering from backlash. What exactly is going on? Lady Linglong suffered backlash just by drawing the sword. But he actually drew the Divine King's sword.
The film was translated
actually drew the Divine
and
King's sword.
narrated by M Media.
I didn't suffer any backlash. Who was it just now? Who said they wanted to test the sword? John Fun. I said, the Divine King sword will draw blood once unsheathed. Now that the sword has been drawn, how do you think this should end?
That's not right, although he wasn't affected by backlash from drawing the Divine King sword. The Divine King sword and the other 5 famous swords are reacting. Why haven't the other 5 sword masters appeared?
The 5 sword masters are scattered all over the country. No one knows where they are. Maybe they're busy with other things right now. Could this be another excuse for you to question the Divine Lord's identity?
When the Divine King sword is drawn, it will spread in all directions. They will definitely come and show themselves when summoned. God of War Zhongfeng is right. Even all the sword masters are in High City. It will take some time for them to get here right.
Elder Chen is right. The sword masters never show themselves easily, even if they sense it. I summon with the Divine King sword. It will take some time to arrive.
Then I'll give you half an hour. Is that enough?
Good. Hurry and find a few people to play the sword masters.
From now on, no one is allowed to leave the hall for even half a step. Violators. Die.
Sir, this Zhang Feng is going too far. Zhang Feng is the head of the War Department. Not only is he powerful, he also has 100,000 generals under his command. This man is not to be underestimated. Then what do we do? Wait and see if the Divine Master were here. These problems could definitely be solved easily.
The Divine King sword has already been drawn. but no other sword masters have been seen. This shows that there must be something hidden.
He's just a good for nothing. Does he really think that sitting on the Divine King's throne will turn a stray dog into a real dragon?
Half an hour is up. I'm sorry. I still haven't seen any sword masters being summoned. This can only mean one thing. You are fake.
Sir, the War Department has surrounded the Divine Hall.
John Fun, you mobilized the War Department's forces, without permission, to surround the Divine King banquet. What are your intentions?
What do I mean? To eliminate you, this imposter. As the head of the War Department, I naturally have to arrest the fake Divine Master for the Divine Hall. Men, take them down.
War God Zhang Feng has ordered people to surround this place. One want to see how Chu Yang keeps acting.
A clown is just a clown. In the face of absolute power, he is vulnerable.
An imposter who wasted everyone's time should be executed on the spot.
John Fun, are you trying to rebel?
Zhang Feng, do you know what you're doing right now? Old Chen, you're getting old.
The film was translated and narrated
Some things
by
are better
a
left
comedian.
unseen. Men, please escort Old Chen down to rest. Zhang Feng, for your actions today, the Divine Hall's 3 departments will judge you.
With me here, let's see who dares to touch the Divine Master.
We beg War God Zhang Feng to take down the fake Divine Master.
Please give the order, War God Zhang Feng,
Please give the order, War God Zhang Feng, to arrest the imposter.
to arrest the imposter. It seems it's not just me. The entire banquet hall is questioning you. Since that's the case, I shall arrest the rebel on behalf of the Divine Hall. Men, take them down. Ants, dare to offend the might of the heavens. Kill. Chunjun Swordmaster Mo Tianji. Yu Chang Swordmaster Zhu Bu Bai. Shengzi Swordmaster Ji Sheniwan. Greetings, Divine Master.
Sword Masters. They really arrived. John Fun, you bastard. Let's see how you deal with this.
Great. Chu Yang really summoned the sword masters.
These are the current sword masters. Chu Yang, a good for nothing, really summoned the sword master through the Divine King sword.
Isn't Chu Yang a fake? How is that possible?
If they are real, then my remarks just now, that's a great act of disrespect.
You summoned them,
No.
although I don't know what's going on. But the appearance of the Sword Master is enough to solve our crisis.
Sir, could it be the information from your side? There's a problem. He is a real Divine Master. Sir, my news comes from that person in Shangjing. It can't be wrong. There must be something wrong here.
John Fun. The Sword Master has arrived. Do you have anything else to say?
That's not right. There are 5 sword masters. But here, there are only 3 people.
I see.
Say it.
I guess. The arrival of these 3 sword masters must be the work of Old Chen.
Old Chen.
Old Chen was just driven away. These 3 sword masters have arrived. Is there such a coincidence? I guess. It must be Old Chen deliberately helping this fake Divine Master.
No wonder the numbers don't match. It must be Old Chen who temporarily asked for help, in a hurry. So only 3 people who know swordsmanship were invited.
Lord Zhongfeng. What young Master Zhao said makes some sense. Although these 3 are proficient in swordsmanship, but they may not be the real sword masters. Besides, that Chen Jijin is already under the command of Zhu Linglong. Chen Jijin left just before. These 3 have arrived. How could there be such a coincidence?
Are they really Sword Masters?
I don't know. Sword Masters have always been mysterious. The Divine Master was only summoned during the Battle of the Gods. In the Northern Border, I have never seen them before either.
They're really not the ones you found.
I almost thought it was because of you.
Good for you, Chen Jijin. You dare to collude with them. Don't rush. We have plenty of time to play slowly with that old thing. Right now, the top priority is to control them first. We are summoned by the Divine King Sword to protect the Divine Master You all. If you are disrespectful to the Divine Master, ask us if we agree first. You dare to block my way with just a few of you. I think you're just looking for death. Boy, you have a big tone. How dare you be disrespectful to the Sword Masters? There are 5 real Sword Masters, but there are only 3 of you. Just you. 3 years ago, we followed the Divine Masters to fight in the northern border, to fight against the war gods of 18 countries. That battle was extremely tragic. The Janlu and Juke Sword Masters have already fallen. The Divine Master led the 5 great Sword Masters to fight against the enemy, shedding blood for the country. Only then can the country be peaceful now. Flourishing and prosperous. You do not know gratitude. Instead you question him. It is truly disheartening. If you show disrespect to the Divine Master, we will certainly not sit idly by.
The actors that old Chen found are quite dedicated.
You should still think about. After they are exposed in a moment, how will you run? If the opportunity is not right in a moment, I will cover the rear and you run.
They are already starting to make an escape plan. It seems they are really fake.
Don't you know in your heart whether they are fake or not? You really think that without the blessing of the Divine Master's Divine Hall, anyone can draw a sword and summon the Sword Master?
Take them down. Those who dare to resist. Kill without mercy. Those who step forward. Kill. Vast sword intent. Shining heavenly might. You are really Sword Masters. Are you still going to be stubborn?
Could it be that they really are?
So Qi Yang can. Wandering Dragon Steps and Mysterious Void Hand. These Divine Masters' supreme skills. And can also draw the Divine King's sword without suffering backlash, and even summon the Sword Master. It is not a coincidence that he can do it, but because he is the Divine Master.
Impossible. Absolutely impossible.
It's over. I was disrespectful to the Divine Master earlier. Now there is only a dead end.
I really didn't expect that. My company actually harbored a true dragon for 3 years.
Could it be that these few are real? I'm starting to doubt myself.
Impossible. 3 years ago the Divine Master was struck by the blood-spinning top. It is impossible that he is still alive. How is this possible? This is not true. Who exactly is the Divine Master? It's not your place to
The film was
look at him with such
translated
narrow-minded
and
views here,
narrated
even
by
if he is the
M.
real Divine Master. But the poison of the blood-spinning top cannot be undone so easily. Today I will see how much power is left in a person who survived the blood-spinning top. Nine dragons protecting the body.
It is 9 dragons protecting the body. It is 9 dragons protecting the body.
Divine Master's heavenly might. We admire and submit.
How can you have 9 dragons protecting the body?
9 dragons protecting the body. What 9 dragons protecting the body?
The Divine Master cultivates the 9 dragons' divine skill and possesses the 9 dragons' true body. When subjected to external attacks, the 9 dragons protecting the body will appear. If he is really the Divine Master, then we, I Zhang Feng, have endured for several years, waiting for today to seize his throne in one fell swoop, to control the authority of the Divine Hall. But the current situation is very unfavorable to us. Go.
Stop. The Divine King banquet was originally a welcoming feast for me. But it has been ruined by you all. The atmosphere is completely gone. You come as you please. Leave as you please. What do you think this place is?
Divine Master, this subordinate knows his mistake. This subordinate knows his mistake.
War God Zhang Feng. You led your troops in. Arrest the imposter. What fault do you have?
This subordinate listened to the slander of others, questioning the Divine Master in public, disrespecting the Divine Master. I beseech the Divine Lord to pass judgment.
Those who disrespect the Divine Master. What is the punishment?
According to the Divine Palace rules, those who disrespect the Divine Master shall be executed.
We are willing to eliminate the rebels of the Divine Palace for the Divine Master. Divine Master. This subordinate was just rude. But no matter what, I am also the Lord of the War Department. I have made great contributions to the War Department. I beg the Divine Master to leave some chance of survival.
Since War God Zhang Feng has spoken, some way out should be left. Then you cut off one of your arms.
Divine Master, Lord Zhang is a war god. With a pair of wind and thunder hands, he repelled 80,000 foreign enemies. If he loses an arm, his combat power will be damaged. Divine Master, are you kidding?
Do I look like I'm kidding?
What do you mean?
The film was translated
Literal meaning.
and narrated by M Media.
Will you do it yourself? Or should the three sword masters do it for you?
Divine Master, are you really going to tear up all pretenses of cordiality?
What? Is it difficult?
If that's the case, I am willing to offer an arm. For War God Zhang Feng.
Zhang Feng, your subordinate is truly loyal to you. But he is him. You are you. His cutting off an arm is his business. But you still have to be punished.
What? You? Divine Master, the War Department is the most important of the Divine Palace's 3 departments. You asking me to cut off an arm is equivalent to the Divine Palace losing an arm.
Since that's the case, then just change someone to manage it.
Divine Master. If War God Zhang Feng is willing to hand over his power, this subordinate believes the War Department's arm will not be crippled.
Zhang Feng, you must know who granted you the immense power in your hands. This can grant you all of this, and can also take it back.
Okay. Let's go.
Those who disrespect the God Lord today, I will personally settle accounts one by one.
Chu Yang, tonight's God King banquet was stained with too much blood. It is no longer suitable for a meal.
Indeed.
Yihan has prepared some light tea and simple meals. If the God Lord is willing to grace us with his presence tonight, you may come to Yihan's humble abode. Yihan is willing to accompany you.
All right.
God Lord.
Please call me Mr. Chu.
Mr. Chu. You and
The
I
film was translated
still have
and
unfinished
narrated
business.
by M Media.
Wait. I'll go out for a bit first. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Just now, I bumped into your waist. It's not there.
I didn't say it broke there.
God Lord's token. How could it be with you?
Isn't this just a piece of broken jade?
The God Lord has 2 great treasures. One is the God King's sword, and the other is this God Lord's token. The God King's sword, you know, was stolen by Zhang Feng. This God Lord's token. Why is it on you?
Did you pick it up?
Did you pick it up? The God Lord disappeared in the Northern Territory. High City is 8,000 miles away from the Northern Territory. You picked it up.
By the river in the northern frontier area. At the time I saw that this piece of jade had the effect of warming the mind and refreshing the brain, so I have been wearing it ever since.
The Northern Frontier connects High City and the Northern Territory. Could it be that when the God Lord disappeared, this God Lord's token was lost in the Northern Frontier and floated down the river? Is there really such a coincidence? I understand now why you can summon the Sword Master and activate the 9 dragons protecting the body.
So it's because of the power of love. Or is it because I am the child of destiny?
Neither
Then what is it?
Because of this Divine Lord token?
Because of this. This broken jade. It doesn't seem to have anything special about it.
What do you know? This Divine Lord token is the Divine Lord's treasure. The Divine Lord wears it on his body all year round. There's a large amount of true dragon aura in this jade. That's why you were able to pull out the Divine King's sword, summon the Swordmaster, and activate the 9 dragons protecting the body. It's all because of this Divine Lord token.
Such a good thing. I'd better keep it on me. I won't be afraid of encountering danger in the future.
You! The true dragon aura in this Divine Lord token has already been used up by you. That's why it cracked. Even if you wear it again, it won't work on your body, but if it is obtained by someone with ulterior motives, the Divine Palace will surely have a great disaster. This Divine Lord token, I must take it back.
Take it back then. Why so fierce?
Also, about the Divine Lord token, you can't tell anyone.
Got it, got it. If you have nothing else, there are still beauties waiting for me inside. I'm leaving first.
You stop right there.
What is it now?
I'm warning you. You are now the Divine Lord. If you dare use this identity to mess around with other women, I guarantee next time what breaks won't be the jade.
You better watch yourself. Did you drink too much?
I didn't drink too much. I didn't drink too much. Can still drink.
Fine. I know you can drink.
I'm sorry. I might have drunk too much last night.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
But it doesn't matter. I will take responsibility for you.
Lord King has extended an invitation. 10 days from now, the Imperial Dragon Court in Shangjing is holding a state banquet, inviting the top 10 merchants of the entire city, world celebrities, to jointly attend the state announcement. Welcome the return of the sleeves. Together, let us witness the sleeved one's crowning achievement, the result of 18 years of unwavering devotion to the Dragon Kingdom.
The Imperial Dragon Court in Shangjing State Banquet.
So I need you. Continue to attend the event. As the Divine Master,
You're so serious. This can't be a Hanman banquet, can it?
during the Divine Master tenure, he repowering a crowd of nobles. Meritorious service overshadowing the Master. Deeply loved by Monarch. But I got information. This time led by the Lord Military, a bunch of people are very likely to unite to attack you. They, the ones holding high positions of power, will come all the way to confront you. It's also not easy to deal with.
That, especially since I'm a fake.
That's why I need you. Buck up and concentrate. No mistakes allowed. Or you and I will be doomed.
Can I quit?
What do you think?
If I can't, I can't. Being so fierce. No wonder you can't find a beaufriend.
You. It's my business. Chu Yang, just got the news. Your mother is awake.
Really? And doing great. Let's go.
Why?
Have you forgotten? As long as my mommy can wake up, just pretend to be my girlfriend.
Linglong? Nice name. And a beautiful person. Such a good girl. Chu Yang, you must be good to her.
Mommy, I know. Even if you didn't say it, having such a beautiful girlfriend, I would be good to her.
Chu Yang, the day after tomorrow is your grandma's birthday banquet. Look at my health. I definitely can't go. You go with Linglong. It's a good opportunity for grandma to meet Linglong.
Mommy, don't worry. In front of grandma, I will definitely not embarrass you.
Good? Good. Chu Yang, I only promised you to be your girlfriend in front of your mommy, but I didn't promise to meet other people.
If you don't agree, the state banquet in 10 days. Find someone else. I only promised to act once. I didn't promise to act a second time.
You guys...
It's okay, Mommy. She heard that she was going to see Grandma. She's too excited. She just asked me what clothes to wear. Is that so?
The film was translated
Auntie, don't
and
worry.
narrated by M.
Chu
Media.
Yang and I will go to grandma's together. Don't worry. Right. Here.
What?
You're attending a birthday party without a gift.
You're still the most thoughtful. This bracelet must be expensive.
It's okay, over 3 million.
Over 3 million. Ling Long has already left. Zhang Feng's gang, and the forces behind him. It's time to show their true colors.
Lord Deng, long time no see. Lord Chen, indeed it has been a long time. You and I are guardians of the Dragon Kingdom, stationed in the north and south. If not for the military lord state banquet today, to welcome the Divine Lord. You and I are so far apart. It's rare for us to meet. Lord Chen is right. The Divine Lord disappeared for 3 years, and now he has returned, creating the opportunity for us to meet. Now that the Divine Lord is in charge, our Dragon Kingdom no longer fears enemies from all directions. A prosperous age depends on today. What the two lords said, I'm afraid it's not quite right. Greetings, Marquis of Bixuan. What the young Marquis said just now was somewhat inappropriate. Please enlighten me, young Marquis. The prosperity of the Dragon Kingdom relies on the military lord's iron cavalry, trampling over enemy lands. Relies on my father, the Prime Minister's reform and innovation, striving for progress. What does it have to do with the Divine Lord? Today's state banquet is specifically to praise the Divine Lord's great achievements. Lord Deng, I'm afraid you haven't seen the situation clearly. Guards, slap him. Looking at this situation, the monarch's faction is afraid of stealing the Divine Lord's spotlight. Look, even a guardian like Deng Shuyi has been slapped. We must be careful in our words and actions.
Yes.
The Divine Lord has arrived. Greetings, Divine Lord.
Greetings, Divine Lord. He is the Divine Lord. Princess, the Divine Lord is indeed as the monarch said, handsome and dashing. Extraordinary bearing. It's a blessing for the princess to marry such a man. The engagement has not been announced yet. Don't speak carelessly.
Mr. Chu today seems a little different.
Today's state banquet. This Divine Lord has already arrived. Why is the monarch Yang Qiang-kun not here?
Reporting to the Divine Lord, Monarch Yang is discussing important state affairs and may arrive a little later.
If one is not punctual for a state banquet, I'm afraid it will be difficult to manage state affairs.
The Divine Lord is reprimanding the monarch
The
for
film was
being late.
translated
Why not look around the
and
Divine
narrated
Palace?
by M Media.
Today is to welcome the Divine Lord's return. This should be the Divine Palace's home ground. But why are the 3 departments and 1 guard not seeing Zhang Feng of the Battle Department and the Divine Lord's personal guard Zhu Linglong? Could it be that these two don't take the Divine Lord seriously at all? Presumptuous. Do you know who you're talking to? I am the monarch, personally appointed Marquis of Bixuan, and also the Prime Minister's adopted son. The Divine Lord is high above. Just teach me a few words. What do you old thing amount to? That you dare to reprimand me? What's the situation? Wang Liren is going to publicly challenge the Divine Master. Today's to slaps can be considered thoroughly understood. Today's state banquet, I'm afraid it's aimed at the Divine Master's banquet of power. You mean Wang Liren is instructed by the monarch to attack the Divine Master. The Divine Master's merits are so great that they overshadow the monarch, and has always been ostracized by the monarch. This Wang Liren, although he has the title of Marquis, but if there is no one to support him in front of the Divine Master, would he dare to fart? It seems there's a good show to watch today.
What's wrong with this Wang Liren today? The young Marquis is becoming more and more arrogant and despotic.
It seems that it is indeed. I have been living in seclusion for too long. A small marquis dares to challenge the Divine Palace. Someone, take him down. Flog him 100 times.
How dare you?
If anyone resists, kill them on the spot.
God of War Zhang Feng has arrived. Zhang Feng, you finally arrived. Please say a word for me. Zhang Feng is the head of the War Department. The Divine Master has arrived. Why are you late? The Divine Master has arrived. Where is the Divine Master? The Divine Master is here. Why don't you kneel? Zhu Yan. I have already grasped sufficient evidence of you to prove that you are a fake. I'll see how long you can keep pretending. This Divine Master is actually a fake. No wonder my adoptive father dares to let me challenge the Divine Master. The Divine Master is actually a fake at the state banquet. This is not a trivial matter.
John Fun. You really don't learn your lesson. Have you forgotten how your left arm was crippled?
Today's Chu Yan feels a little different. Just like a real divine master. Chu Yan,
The
you
film
don't
was
really think.
translated and narrated by
Relying on the remaining
media.
true dragon aura. In the Divine King token. Summoning the Sword Master once. Activating the 9 dragons protecting the body once. You can sit back and relax. Continue to deceive the world. In the identity of the Divine Master. Too naive. What's wrong? How dare you point your swords at the Divine Master? Everyone. The real Divine Master is Chu Lingshan. And the one in front of you is called Chu Yan. 3 years ago the Divine Master died in the Northern Territory. It was Zhu Linglong who found this person to impersonate the Divine Master. With the aim of controlling the entire Divine Palace. Today I, Zhang Feng, will clear the rebels for the Divine Palace.
You say I'm fake. Then I am fake.
The Divine Master token is something the Divine Master carries with him. If you can produce it, you're real. If not, then you're fake. By then, the 8,000 soldiers outside the palace will take your life. Last time he used the God Lord token to summon the Sword Master and activate the 9 dragons protection the body. The God Lord token should already be shattered. I'd like to see, if you can't produce the God Lord token, how will you prove yourself? Not to mention the Divine Palace won't agree. My Northern Zoo and Marquis 30,000 Northern Marshal soldiers won't agree either.
The God Lord token is on Linglong.
He can't produce the God Lord token. He is a fake.
Who says there's no God Lord token? Greetings, God Lord.
Zhu Linglong, how did she come back? Your Majesty, wasn't it arranged to intercept and kill her in M country?
I'm late in returning.
Not late. The show has just begun.
I thought you would run.
How could I? But I remember the God Lord token was already shattered. And not complete.
Don't worry, it has been repaired. The God Lord token is here. Who dares to be presumptuous?
Impossible. The God Lord token is intact.
Seeing the token is like seeing the God Lord himself. Someone come. Zhang Feng dares to openly rebel against the God Lord. Take him down.
John Fun, at the
The film
God King
was
banquet, you
translated
repeatedly
and
questioned my identity.
narrated by
Lost in awe.
media.
And are still incorrigibly foolish today. Willing to be used as a pawn. Since that's the case, issue the God Lord token.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Why does it feel like Shuyan is different today? Strange, is it? An illusion? He and the God Lord seem alike.
John Fun belongs to the War Department of the Divine Palace. As the head of the War Department, he disregards the laws and regulations of the Divine Palace, disrespects the God Lord's authority, and privately leads members of the War Department to defy his superiors, disrupting the state banquet. Now under the public's outrage, I order to be beheaded in public.
Impossible, you imposter. How can you issue such an order? His Majesty will come to save me. Kill the chicken to scare the monkeys. Establish authority with blood and prestige. This is the God Lord style.
Decisive and resolute. Handling matters decisively, not bad.
Are there any more questions? Little Marquis.
Before the God Lord, this humble one dares not call himself Marquis.
Marquis, why be so modest? You are the current Holy Majesty's appointed Northern Zhuan Marquis, the Prime Minister's adopted son. What do you not dare to do?
I dare not.
Juan Liren. Today is a state banquet. You incite the ministers to oppose me. Do you know your crime?
God Lord, please forgive me. God Lord, please forgive me.
Slap your own face 30 times. As a warning to others.
Serves you right. Let you taste the big slap.
Is it my illusion? It feels like it's the God Lord who has been leading us. Move forward. Is right beside us.
God Lord today is really impressive. He even dares to hit the adopted son of the Prime Minister. May I ask, God Lord, within this Dragon Kingdom, is there anyone you dare not punish? The monarch has arrived. Greetings, monarch. Li Ren greets the monarch. Little Marquis, you don't need to be so polite. Today this commander will uphold justice for you. The state banquet hasn't even started yet, and you killed the god of war Zhongfang, and severely injured the prime minister's adopted son. What is the meaning of this?
John Fon is a member of my divine palace. Whether to kill or cut him is none of your business. As for him, he is arrogant. I'm teaching him a lesson for the prime minister. Lest one day he causes trouble for you outside, and embarrasses the prime minister.
If you are the god lord, then of course you can. But are you? Chu Yang. Zhongfang also mentioned earlier the name Chu Yang. Could it be that your majesty has also grasped some evidence? You are just eloquent and quick-tongued. Why are you silent now? Has this commander hit you where it hurts? Chu Yang.
I don't know who he is.
Good. Then I'll let you know. Everyone please look. These are Chu Yang's relatives and friends. Chu Yang, do you recognize them?
I don't recognize them.
You don't recognize them. Good. Then I will introduce them to you one by one. This one is Chu Yang's biological mother.
Princess, do you think what Yang Qiangkun said is true or false? Yang Qiangkun is always cautious, and wouldn't do meaningless things. I am afraid these people really have some connection with the God Lord.
And this is Chu Yang's girlfriend.
Chu Yang. Save me, Chu Yang. Chu Yang. Grandma is old, and Auntie just got out of the hospital. Their bodies can't take it. If you've offended someone, just admit it. Don't involve us.
Sir, I have nothing to do with Chu Yang. You just said that you're only arresting Chu Yang's relatives and friends. I'm neither his friend nor his relative. Please let me go.
Since that's the case, then you should die. You don't recognize them or can't remember clearly. It's okay. I'll help you remember. Please look at the big screen.
You little rascal. You're eating without washing your hands.
Grandma's sweet and sour pork ribs are so delicious. Who can resist this?
This child.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, Grandma. I can't write, or else you teach me. Teach me.
What kind of brain do you have? This question has been explained many times.
Chu Yang in the video is exactly the same as the Divine Lord on the stage. Could it be that the Divine Lord before us is really a fake? Good for you, Chu Yang. Daring to impersonate the Divine Lord. Today will be your death day.
The Divine Lord disappeared 3 years ago. Even my Imperial brother doesn't know his whereabouts. Could it be that they're really hidden? Secrets unknown to others.
What are you trying to say? By showing these.
If these evidences are not enough to admit your fake identity, then watch this. Everyone, the real Divine Lord is currently in the Mayo Plath Hospital in the US. Unconscious. The real Divine Lord is in the Mayo Plath Hospital. No wonder the Divine Lord hasn't appeared for 3 years. It turns out that he was seriously injured in that battle 3 years ago and has not woken up until now.
That's impossible. I clearly arranged for people to be stationed at the entrance of Mayo Plath Hospital. Could it be that Yang Qiangkun's people? Sir, we can't keep acting.
Everyone, the truth is already before your eyes. This one you see is just a substitute for the Divine Lord, a fake, while the real Divine Lord is unconscious. Chu Yang, hurry up and come over here. Kneel down and accept your punishment.
So, Yang Qiangkun, your deduction is, I am Chu Yang, and the real Divine Lord, as early as 3 years ago, was seriously injured, lying in a hospital bed. Is that so?
What? Still want to quibble?
These are just your deductions. Do you want to know the truth?
The film was
Is
translated
it possible that what we know
and narrated by M Media.
is not enough to be the truth? Greetings, Divine Lord.
Only the Divine Lord can pull out the Divine King Sword without being affected by the backlash, and can summon the Sword Master. Yan Kyung-kun, want to hear my version?
How is that possible? He was able to pull out the Divine King Sword in High City without being affected by the backlash because of the Divine Lord's decree. But the aura of the true dragon in the Divine Lord's decree has been exhausted. How could he possibly summon the Sword Master again?
3 years ago, I held the Divine King Sword, and fought alone against the 18 war gods in the Northern Territory. In that battle I was plotted against, and was poisoned by the Shura war gods. Blood-spinning Top, Chen Luanjuk, the 2 sword masters, to protect my life, died in battle in the Northern Territory. Since then only 3 of the 5 sword masters remain, and I under their loyal escort. Only then did I luckily survive, later to find out the truth. I traveled the world. It was also at that time that I found my compatriot brother Chu Yang.
What? Chu Yang is the Divine Lord's blood brother. No wonder the two are so alike.
It's a pity that Chu Yang's fate was ill-fated. He suffered from a serious illness, so I sent him to the Mayo Clinic in the US for treatment. But he hasn't woken up yet. Chu Yang is not around. And my mother is sick again. I had to put down my identity to take care of my mother. It was also at that time that a 3-year-long plan had taken shape. I then assumed Chu Yang's identity.
You mean the one lying in the US is Chu Yang, and you are the real Divine Lord Chilingshan? That's impossible.
I have assumed Chu Yang's identity for 3 years, the purpose of which is to lure out Zhang Feng, that traitor of the Divine Palace, and behind him, you who have always coveted the throne of the Dragon Kingdom. Yan Kyung-kun, 3 years ago. If it weren't for you leaking the news to the 18 countries in advance, how could my guild have been plotted against? Betraying the country for personal gain is a serious crime punishable by 9 generations of extermination.
Impossible. Chilingshan was hit by the blood-spinning Top, even with 2 sword masters, saving him at the cost of their lives. There's no way you could still be alive. You must be lying. I only believe that you are Chu Yang. And the one who is unconscious is the Divine Lord.
Yan Kyung-kun, do you think today's state banquet is your chess game? You're wrong. Today's state banquet was planned by me and the monarch together, waiting for you to show your true colors, so we can wipe you out in one fell swoop.
The monarch is actually involved in this.
Although the monarch obeys you in everything, he has long known that you have a rebellious heart. He has been patient all along, just to find the right opportunity, and today is the day to close the net.
How is that possible? So, it turns out that this is such a shocking plan. The Divine Lord has been patient for 3 years. All for today. It's hard to imagine.
So you're saying that the Emperor didn't announce my marriage with the Divine Lord because he was waiting for this day?
Impossible. All of this is a lie you fabricated. Today I will kill you, this imposter. You've actually reached the Divine Realm.
Yan Kyung-kun, your situation is over. Why don't you surrender?
Even if you are the Divine Lord, even if you have stepped into the Divine Realm, so what? I am the commander of the Dragon Kingdom's 3 armies. Now the 3 armies are all requesting orders outside Shangjing. As long as I give an order, they will attack Shangjing. By then blood will flow like a river, and you will be a sinner for all time.
You finally admit it. But you're rejoicing too soon.
All the generals of the 3 armies have been executed. Yang Chenkin, your reinforcements are incoming. What?
Someone seize him. Throw him into the heavenly prison. Hand him over to the monarch for disposal.
Chu Yan,
Chu Yang, you are not the Divine Master, nor have you stepped into the Divine Realm. What you use just now is the immeasurable Divine skill. It's hurting the enemy by 1,000, and yourself by 800. 3 years ago, the Divine Master found you. He taught you the 9 dragons' divine skill and the immeasurable divine skill to deal with Yang Kangkung. All of this, the Divine Master arranged everything 3 years ago.
Does it matter who I am? Chu Yang is Chu Lingshan. Chu Lingshan is Chu Yang.
No matter who Mr. Chu is. As long as you are willing, Yehan is willing to follow you for life.
Let me introduce myself. I am Princess Ningyung of the Dragon Kingdom. Long Wanning, your future fiancé.